Welcome back, everybody, to the Celeste Any Percent League. My name is Zojalux, jumping on the mic with you guys for this match between Comet and Millay. I'm really hyped to be able to see this match. Of course, I'm always just super excited for any Celeste runs to be happening. So, taking a look at the standings here, we've got TGH taking the claim of first place after his win against Fell. And now we've got Comet and Millay, both of them looking to try and take their first win here this season. They're actually right next to each other in the standings, so I'm really hoping that this is going to be... Hopefully this is going to be a really, really close race. Really excited to be able to see just how this race plays out as we go into week 2. I know that not too much really is said in the first couple of weeks in the league, but in the leagues, just because of there's a lot that people are still trying to maybe scrape off some rust and just get themselves in there, finding their grooves, and also finding a lot of improvements throughout. But the first 2 weeks are also really cool just to be able to see the way that the runners are looking to set their first impressions or even try to fix some other ones. Millay being a runner who's always been kind of at the kind of like, I guess I would say, like middle of the pack, kind of barely in that playoff range if he does end up getting into that playoff range. So maybe this season he's looking at trying to change that for himself. And now it looks like we are going to be getting started here into this match. Going into the prologue, not too much to be happening here. And now we're going to be getting into Forsaken City, which is where we see a super short chapter, but a lot of just really cool movement I think is shown, is Forsaken City being one of the most optimized, if not the most optimized chapter in the game. And oh no, Millay missing the wall bounce off of the zipper there, having to take his first death, giving Comet a little bit of an early lead here in this match. As Comet now is continuing to make his way through. Oh, Millay missing the reverse hyper dash off the corner. Getting himself a little bit of a rough start here. Oh, Millay taking another death. Not really sure what happened. Oh, he jumped, missed his jump, didn't get enough height, and flung himself into the spike. So this is going to be giving Comet a pretty decent start to his race here. Comet now able to be getting the spike jump, making his way up the hill, getting the wall corner boost, and is through chapter 1 with Millay trying to get right behind him. Millay missing the drop there, missing the wall bounce off the corner, and ends up gonna be finishing like quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, about 5-6 seconds behind, or about 7 seconds behind Comet to start here as we go into chapter 2. Both these runners making their way through, getting the wonderful dream blocks, and oh, Millay getting another death for himself, misses his dash input, dashes into the corner, having to hit retry, take another death. And now Comet is going to be entering his battle and chase. is finishing up his battle and chase. Millay, oh no, Millay misses the platform, and he drops down into the spikes, and then, oh no, Millay dropping down again and hitting spikes in a different spot, making him lose more time, allowing for Comet just to be able to continue to extend his lead. Alright, now Comet is going to be wrapping up his old sight on the file timer of 3:25, giving him over a 10-second lead over Millay. Going into, actually more than a 20-second lead. We're looking at a 22-second lead for Comet going into Chapter 3. And oh, Comet now dashing himself into the corner, but he's able to do a couple of wall bounces in order to save himself. Very well done from him. Now both of these runners continuing to make their way through. Here, Comet with a pretty comfortable lead right now, but that can still change. The race has only just begun. Oh! Both runners taking a synchronized death, Comet missing the cutscene skip, and Millay falling onto a dust bunny to give themselves a death. That's now both of these runners are in the huge mess. Comet sitting at a pretty comfortable lead for himself, being about an entire section of huge mess ahead. Oh no, Millay missing the cutscene skip, has to go through and redo all of this movement. That is a huge time loss, not a mistake you want to see happen in a race. Comet now, him taking a death for himself. Playing that death cycle very well though. As now Comet is sitting at even more, sitting at an entire segment ahead. Going to be looking at continuing to expand the lead. Millay taking a death for himself as he enters laundry. Now we've got Comet. He's going to be coming up onto his first attempt at the OG demo dash here in just a little bit. We'll see how he opts for it. In the last race between TGH and Fell, we saw both of them opt for checkpoint lists. We'll see if that changed, if we see a similar theme. Comet going for checkpoint list, and he's got it. Wow, he made that look so easy. It took maybe a second time for setup, and he was through the gap, just doing absolutely incredible. As now Comet making his way through Oshiro. Millay gonna be opting for the checkpoint here, just taking a couple of seconds extra to make sure that he's got his demo dash, but Comet takes a death in his Oshiro chase. That is a pretty hefty time loss there. But still sitting at a really comfortable time. Nice corner boost there and a little bop on Oshiro's head to wrap up Chapter 3 from Comet. 7:55 on the file timer for himself. While Millay still quite a ways behind, looking to do what he can to make up the ground that he's lost. As now Comet is going to be entering into Golden Ridge. Again, my least favorite chapter. I just don't like the wind. I don't like the snowballs. It's just not fun for me. But it is also one of the most technical chapters. There's quite a lot of difficult strats that go into this chapter. And we'll see how many of them Comet goes for. But to start it out, Comet is taking 2 deaths in this screen. Ends up taking a different approach to it this time, but now he's going to be approaching the Archie for himself. And he's got the Archie! Nice job for him. Now Millay entering into Chapter 4 for himself. Now Comet looks like he's going to be going for the berry skip strat. He's got one jump, he's got another one, and he's got it. Nice job, Comet. Playing an absolutely insane strat, able to pull that off. Millay now completing the Archie for himself, looking like he's going to be doing what he can to try and catch up. Excellent play coming from both of these runners throughout this Chapter 4. A couple of mistakes here and there, but overall still very impressive. Now we've got Millay wondering if he is going to be going for the barrierless strat, and he's going for the barrierless, but oh no, he misses the little bop on the corner, and rather just even than just try and go for it again, he's just gonna take the block. Play it a little bit safer, go for the hyper dash bunny hop, and just be happy with himself. Now Comet making his way through, going to be entering the cliff face here. And we get a lot of wind, a lot of snowballs, and a lot of just not fun stuff. But I mean, I guess when I say Golden Ridge is my least favorite chapter, like, I don't like playing it, but being able to watch an optimized run of it just always blows my mind. Millay now going for the Ultra Strat, and he's got it himself. Millay now entering the cliff face as Comet is wrapping his up. Comet now wrapping up his, he's wrapped up Chapter 4, he's heading into Chapter 5, Millay still making his way through the cliff face. We're seeing a pretty solid lead for Comet, I think around a minute. Maybe less, just less than a minute. Oh, okay, nice little pickup there from Millay. So yeah, Millay is just under a minute behind, and that could still change as we get into 5B, where we've got a lot of punishing stuff, like the Descent in the Mirror. We have Bub's Drop. We've got the Theo section of 5B. It's just all a lot of really tough stuff that is happening in Chapter 5, that this race is not over. Comet now only about to get half a yeet there. We'll see if Millay can respond. Comet now making his way over into the cassette room now, and oh no! Comet mistiming an input and takes a death, but it looks like he was about to go push the button again and actually didn't end up realizing that he didn't need to push the button again. But now he has got the cassette, a 117 on his IL timer. Yes, this is still a matter of in-game time for these runners as they go through. Oh, Millay, he's able to get half a yeet as well. But now Comet is into 5B, approaching Bub's drop. And he's got Bub's drop first try. Millay is gonna need to respond here. Very well done from him. Hopefully we'll see if Millay can respond before going into 5B for himself. Because if Millay finds himself with a Bub's drop fail, that's gonna be really, really tough for him to come back. But it is still possible. Because there's still a lot of really hard stuff in 5B. 5B is a really hard chapter. Now Millay coming up on his first attempt at Bub's drop. We'll see if he's able to put it together just like Comet did, and he's got it. Nice response there from Millay, even though, oh no! Comet not able to hit the button, and no, he's got to take a death there. Almost tried to pull it together with a save. That would have been super impressive. Oh, but he misses the button again. Having to play a little bit safer this time, but he's able to make it through. Oh no, on the last spike there, Comet falls, hits the spike, and has to do the descent all over again. Quite a massive time loss there for him, and Millay's got a perfect response for himself to be able to try and respond here. Comet now struggling to make it through the mirror. Millay, if he's able to make it through this descent, he's actually, in a way, put himself back into this race, but he misses the button and takes a death. He's able to get it there. Let's see if he can make it through, and he's made it through. That's going to be really interesting to see where the time matches up here, because Comet did lose quite a bit of time. Through his own descent. And Comet now taking another death for himself. He's just opening up the possibility for Millay to be able to catch back up. But Millay is struggling to get through this last Seeker. Millay improving a little bit there, but now he is able to grab Theo and begin the Theo section. Comet wrapping up 5B at a 14:59.9. Millay now making it through the Seeker Gauntlet, doing an excellent job here. Got a potential to make up some time. And he is now through the impossible room. We'll see if he's able to respond in a way that keeps him under a minute behind. And he is able to do that sitting at about about 40 seconds behind right now. As we go into Chapter 6. Now, I've not seen Comet race before, so we'll see if Comet does decide. I'm not sure if Comet's a 6B runner or not. I know Fell did not pull out the 6B strats for himself, and it looks like Comet is just going to be opting for 5A, or 6A, sorry. Now both of these runners are hitting the same chapter, continuing to move through. Millay still has quite a bit of ground to make up, but we did see him make up a good chunk of ground in Chapter 5. We'll see if he's able to respond in the same way throughout Chapters 6 and 7. Comet taking a death, not going for the blockless strat there. Millay going to be opting for 6A himself. Both of these runners continuing on with 6A, playing what they're comfortable with, playing the smart. Playing what they're comfortable with, playing the safe stuff that they know that they've got probably a lot more hours into practicing than the 6B strats. Now Comet making his way to the dev intended skips here. Oh, he takes an interesting route there, opts for the checkpoint. And now he's coming up onto Battle and Boost. Millay's still looking to try and make up some ground, but Comet is just not giving him any room to do so. As Millay now takes a fall to his death. Comet making his way, hitting up that Battle and Boost, and he's got one part of it, and he's flung himself through, and he's now hit Battle and he's now started to confront himself and make his way through to the end of the run. My brain lost the train of thought while I was making that comment. Shoutouts to my brain. As now Millay, he's now coming up onto the dev intended skips for himself. And he's opting for all 3 skips, going for checkpoint list, and he's got it. Very well done from him. Alright, now both of these runners either on the battle and fight or just short of it. Comet still being able to maintain a really good lead for himself. Millay now is onto Battle and Boost. And he's now flung himself through. Millay's got it. A cleaner Battle and Boost from Millay than there was from Comet. Both of these runners are now into the battle and fight. Comet has been having a really nice fight. No notable mistakes from him. In this fight so far, if anything, they've just been pretty minor that he's able to adapt pretty well. No deaths from him as he continues through the fight. Oh, and as I say that, I'm sorry, Comet, but I commentator cursed you to die twice. Oh no! Falling into the spikes and then getting blasted by Battle and Blazer. That's just, I apologize for my curses, Comet. I don't mean to do so. But now this does give Millay an opportunity to respond and try and make up some more time. Try to do what he can to bring this race to close this gap. Because even though we're 20 minutes into the race and it looks like there's not much time left, Summit is a really hard chapter. There is a chance for Millay to make a comeback here. Oh no, Millay! Falling into the spikes in the same screen, but he only takes 1 death there, so he is able to save a little bit of time over Comet in this screen. Now Comet into this second to last screen of the battle and fight. Making his way now onto the last screen, able to skip that little second animation of the feather restarting. Making his way through, wrapping it up. A very nice fight from him. Millay has now begun his second round. We'll see what he opts to do. We'll see how he plays this fight, wondering if maybe there might be some way that he can close out some time. Oh, but Comet falls in the last segment, losing a couple of seconds there. But he is wrapping up his reflection at just under a 21-minute reflection. with now Millay into the second to last screen of the battling fight. We'll see if we... Oh no, Millay not quite getting enough height on those dashes. Having to get just a little bit slower there. Gets a couple of deaths. We'll see now as we enter into the summit how this race is going to conclude. There's not much time left for these runners to be able to pull together their strong times, but these guys are playing it. Overall, playing a really good race here. As now Millay wraps up Reflection, as Comet is wrapping up 500 meters, we're seeing now Comet has a 500 meter lead over Millay right now. Comet now into his 500 meters. Comet now wrapping up 500 meters. Millay now going into 500 meters himself. Still seeing about a solid 1 segment lead here for Comet. This is going to come down to the very end. Comet's got to make a whole slew of mistakes and lose about 30 seconds in order for Millay to win this race. Oh, okay, nice save there from Comet, looking like he was about to fall, but he's able to just dash his way back up, wrapping up his 1,000 meters here, with Millay right behind, wrapping up his well, not right behind, but he's wrapping up his 500 meters shortly behind. Now making his way through. Oh, getting blasted by the Dust Bunny there. And he's got 1 Ultra Dash. He's got 2, 3. He's got it. Nice job there from Comet. Comet now wrapping up his 1,500 meters. Both of these runners are wrapping up each segment all at the same time. But Comet has just taken over this race, and this is very much just his race that he can choose to win or lose. And by the looks of the way he's playing, he's hoping to he's not planning on losing this race. Now let's see how long Comet carries his berry with him. He carries it almost through to the whole next screen. Comet now opting for the auto scroller, skip, had a little bit of a funky entry there, but he is able to finish it out. Wait, oh, I might have spoken too soon. No, I didn't. He pulls it together. Nice job, Comet. Millay now looking to be wrapping up 1,500 meters here in just a little bit. Oh, Comet, ooh, giving those spikes a little kiss there, just getting real close before he pulls his way through now. He's wrapping up 2,000 meters. Millay is now just starting his 2,000 meters. So Comet still showing a really, really solid lead for himself here. Oh, Comet kind of stumbling a little bit there in the key skip, but is able to pull it together. Millay making it through 2,000 meters, doing really well. No major mistakes to be noted. Now Millay has entered 3,000 meters, or Comet has entered 3,000 meters. Millay into 2,500, grabbing that key, skipping that key. And Comet is looking to close out his race here. Comet just being able now to put himself in a really good position here for this race. Oh, but flag 13, he dashes himself into the spikes. And now Comet taking a couple of deaths there. As Millay is making his way through downdraft. Comet able to make a nice adjustment there to be able to not miss the wall jump over those spikes. Millay taking a death, having to start again at flag 20. But he does wrap up his downdraft. Comet now making his way to the last couple of segments, hitting flag 7. Millay taking a death, having to redo flag 15. Millay now onto flag 13. He makes it through, saves a little bit of time over Comet there, but it just unfortunately is not going to be enough. Comet has just been showing just really good play throughout this this week, and he's going to be hitting flag 1, and he's going to be approaching a high 29 for his race here, giving himself a new season best. Very well done. 29:40 for Comet to finish out his run. Millay now trying to do what he can to make up a little bit of time. He's on flag 6 now. GG's to you, Comet, on your win. We've got Millay now looking to be wrapping up his run here soon. He's going to be hitting Millay now. Hitting flag 1. Going to be wrapping up at... Maybe he'll be able to... Yeah, he's going to be wrapping up at a high 30. Getting himself a new time... Getting himself a new time there for him... new best time for the season. Very well done for both of these runners. We'll be seeing if these runners are going to want to be jumping in for a post-race interview here. But a 1:07 win for Comet there, doing an excellent job to claim himself his first win here in the race. It looks like Millay is going to be opting out of the interview. All right, both runners have decided that they're going to opt out for the interview for this race. So overall, GG's. Comet is able to pick up his first win of the season. Very well done for him. That was very, very impressive. And that will be a really good setup for himself to go into next week. So we're going to go ahead and toss it over to intermission now. And coming up next, we have Fladervy versus Psyched. You guys are going to want to stick around for that. That's going to be a really good match to watch. So I hope you guys stick around and enjoy the rest of this week's Celeste Any% matches.